What have you here in front of me?
Wait a minute. Let's just clarify one thing. I come out of the abyss.
Not today.
Well, we are mixing things up. What you see behind us is what my parents would like me to buy. I grew up in a Ford family.
Okay.
I know it's boring. You grew up in a Porsche family. It's a better life. I get it, right? First world problems. Behind us here has completely made me go back to my childhood, I guess. 0 to 60, 3.4 seconds. Top speed, not fantastic, but 180 miles an hour. How do you get to those figures?
You get to those figures by having 760 horsepower and 625 pound-feet of torque out of a 5.2 liter.
Or is it 6.7?
Out of a 5.2 liter V8 with a supercharger. It's the Predator engine, and it weighs 4,183 pounds.
That is phenomenal that you can remember all those stats, because I can barely remember that it goes 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds.
I also just learned the stats like 5 seconds ago, I think.
This is a monstrous beauty.
Why do we have this car behind us?
Because our great friends at Porsche St. Paul have lent it to us to have fun and for some of their own selfish reasons to make a video.
Yes, so make sure to go into the link in our description if you're interested in a GT500 and pick this one up from Porsche St. Paul. And if you aren't interested in this GT500, they have a ton of other cars that you might be interested.
Currently today, they got a GT4, they got a GT3 RS, they got a Spider RS. They have a whole bunch of 992s.
They have a really cool Maserati Gran Turismo. If you learned, I might have an affinity for them. Theirs is silver.
Anyways, let's get behind the wheel of this, show them what it looks like from the driver's seat, because that's it's like watching a sunset over a mountain. Mustang owner leaving a car with a coffee.
Oh. Holy crap, this thing is fast!
You can tell it has a couple horses.
Can you?
It is, I don't even know, I am at a loss for words. I've gotten this way with GT products.
From Porsche.
This is in that category.
It tickles the same fancy.
It is not a Mustang that you see driving on the road. This is every bit of race car you see going around the racetrack.
Yeah.
This belongs at Road America.
It sure does.
I mean, that's 35 miles an hour.
Yep. Thank you.
I love let's get analytical here for a minute. We're going around some whiny bits.
Yep.
I love the steering feel. It is light.
Is it?
Yeah, it's responsive.
Is it communicative?
It's very communicative.
I'll be the judge of that.
I love the exhaust. It's obnoxiously brilliant.
Yes.
I would say for a Ford product, this is as surgical as they could ever make something.
It is awesome from the passenger seat.
We are in a track mode because we're professional race car drivers. Even with that, the suspension feels good.
Yes.
If I was to turn off the exhaust has quite a few modes.
Yep.
This is in quiet mode.
You can't even hear the exhaust anymore.
Now we're in normal mode.
You can hear a little grumble.
We're not normal. Then you go to sport mode.
Now it's a little bit more of a grumble.
It probably will do more if you were to downshift, right?
Probably.
Then
and
you
then
go
track.
to track mode.
Where it is a constant growl. And it's not a bad growl. It's not like it's droning, it's just a good growl.
Show them what it looks like from this way, because you have arguably the same view as I do, minus the steering wheel. The hump in the hood, it just does something to my eyes.
It does. I also really like all the carbon fiber that was on the dash.
The seats are comfortable.
Yes.
I don't know this because I'm not a huge Ford person. I'm quickly becoming a GT500 person. It has to be a double clutch.
Yeah, it's the Tremec automatic, which is a double clutch transmission.
Again, I'm not a Ford person. Supercharger?
Yeah.
Because you can hear it.
Okay, you can't hear it really over the exhaust, but you can hear it.
That was a gradual climb to 6,300 RPM.
Oh, nice.
You do not get good gas mileage. I don't care what the EPA says or Road and Track, unless you're letting like my wife drive it. You're gonna get about, I'm just gonna guess, 13 to 15 miles. But it is a really smile-filled
13 to 15 miles per gallon.
I would say we're not really goofing around with this
No.
car, but the steering is as responsive as I would expect from a top-tier vehicle.
Yes.
I want you to get behind the wheel of this and see how much you just love it. I really like the styling on the outside. I like the inside. The only thing I don't love is the dial shifter, but that's just something that you have to get used to
Because it's a
in
Ford?
newer cars. This thing's sick. Hey, Granny.
Hi.
This is what you do with 760 horsepower?
Yeah, of course.
Here's a downfall that I found. You shift before 7,000 and redline 7,500 because it just sounds like you are at the peak of what the motor wants to do.
And it's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little scary.
I don't know if I was driving in track mode. Maybe the one right underneath that.
Maybe.
Or you just get used to it. But don't become a traditional Mustang driver. Keep it on the pavement. This is corner time. What do you think about the steering wheel feel?
It feels good. It's a little numb for the communicative, but it has a good responsiveness to where you're turning, as well as a good weight. And the steering wheel's a nice width and size. But I will say, I do believe it's electronic steering. Don't quote me on that, but that's how it feels through the steering wheel.
Quote him. Being an American product, the interior cabin is more spacious.
It is.
What this is, I don't know if you know this or not, but you have now just bought a Maserati. So you have a Cayman and a Maserati Gran Turismo.
Yep.
This is as if those two had a baby.
It is. It's the best parts of both.
All of the ear noises.
And the emotion of the Maserati, while the performance and turnability and just...
is Porsche.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're a direct correlation, so don't quote me on that.
Oh, quote them.
But it is it is very nice. I love this car. It has a sub in the back, which I don't know why you even need speakers. This is a GT product.
From Porsche, it would be considered a
Yes.
GT product.
It shifts every bit as quick as you would expect from a dual clutch.
It sounds like a gunshot every time you go for the shift. Oh, yeah! Yeah!
And it's practical. You have back seats like it's as practical as a 911.
I love the seats are like Grand Touring comfort seats, but then are supportive enough for spirited driving. This thing is like a perfect blend of so many things. I get why people love these.
You're right. That is what I'm finding my brain to be tuned to. It is a perfect mixture of every single car that we love. It has pieces of all of that.
Yes. I will say it's missing some of that, I don't know, maybe you get used to it, but I'm just not a huge fan of the interior design for the infotainment area.
It's American.
It's American, and you can tell it's a Ford product, and it doesn't have that extra pizzazz. But I think you can guess what's about to happen and why it doesn't matter.
I mean, that feels good.
Yep.
I hope that it didn't hurt you too much, because I definitely bumped the camera against the windscreen. This car is amazing. Let's get out, give them our final thoughts. It's a great combination of many things, and for the price point, it's definitely worth looking at your bank account.
It is.
I cannot believe the feelings that I get from being in a product that you wouldn't expect out of Ford.
Yeah, this thing is amazing, and it even is amazing on the exterior and moderately inconvenient, like all super sports cars should be in muscle cars. When you want to open the hood, you have to push a hood release pin spot instead of just the standard latch, and they still even have the latch on it.
You actually got to do three things. You got to release the hood from the inside.
Yep.
You got to push the hood pins down
On both sides.
and then you have to do the secure part there.
Yep.
So,
It is a bit odd, but it is unique.
hey, speaking of unique, I just want to give a shout out to that Subaru driver. They noticed we were filming, backed up and turned around and went the other way.
Yep.
Unlike this Honda van that's about to happen.
Yep.
But anyways, this car, you cannot get a better emotion from an American car.
Yeah,
I've tried.
I don't think you can. This thing is amazing, and if you are interested in it, it is available at Porsche St. Paul right now, and I would probably pick it up because it's even got me questioning my own life decisions on
Well, you have a lot to question.
But if I need to sell my two cars that I have now for this, and I've barely even had the Maserati.
This is amazing. Make sure you click like, comment, subscribe. Go pick up this GT500 before Tyler does, or else we're just going to be swapping cars every month.
Yeah, the link in our description is how you're going to be able to easily find Porsche St. Paul's website. And if this isn't your cup of tea, they will have your cup of tea at their dealership. Make sure to click like, comment, and subscribe.